Hello guys, in this tutorial we're going to build a chat system with Laravel and Livewire. Just real quick, let me show you how it will work. So let's go ahead and create a new conversation. We have a list here. Let me choose a conversation with peace. Alright, so a new conversation has been created. And if I try to create a duplicate conversation with Tom, like that, it will give me an error saying conversation exists, so there are no duplicates. So let's go back to the chat. In here, as you can see, I have a new conversation. Okay, the conversation with the latest message is always at the top. So let's try to send a message. Okay, so as you can see, the message is appearing in real time without refreshing the page, and also updated in the chat box and the chat list container. Furthermore, we're also going to make our chat system responsive to work on all devices, on small screens like that, and even smaller screens. And as you can see here on this other browser, if I refresh the page for the first time, we'll see that there's a conversation with Cake, which is on this other browser, with a message sent, just as here, and unread count. So if I go back and send another message, you see here it is still 3 unread messages, and also here on this other chat, 3 unread messages, and they're updating in real time without refreshing the page. And this is possible with the help of broadcasting our messages. If I click on this chat, I open the chat. As you can see on this other browser, the message feedback has been received saying, okay, the other user has indeed opened the chat and read the messages. Okay, so if I send another message saying real time, you see there's instant message arrival and sending from both the receiver and the sender. Here, if I continue sending messages like that, our messages will be marked as read. Why? Because the other user is opened in the chat currently, and the messages are being received to him. How are things at home? You see, we have instant messages. Also, if I exit this chat and then I try to send another message here, are you there? You see that our message will be unread, and this other user indeed is not there because he has exited the chat. So I'm going to have 1 unread count. If I continue sending to them, it's just going to keep piling up because our conversation is not open. All right, so one more thing is that in this tutorial, we're also going to load more messages by scrolling to the top of the chat like that. If you can observe here, we only have 10 messages currently loaded. But if I hit the top of the chat box, you see that more messages have been loaded and our scroll position has been kept intact, not being displaced like that. This is also one more feature. So I'm really excited to do this tutorial with you guys, that we take it so we can learn and discover new things about Laravel and Livewire. Now we're going to be able to share messages between components. We're going to update our database in real time. We're going to send feedbacks to our other user for alerts, notifications, read count, and read messages, everything. So see you in the course.